another viewer game analysis. This time I'm going to be following Appointed Gnomes. He's played for the Renegades. Now, this was from the EU Challenger Cup that we see very, very regularly going on. Oh, I'm just going to pause for a second because there's lots of noise going on. Bear with me. There's just an ambulance outside. So I'm just waiting for it to go past and deal with it. Okay, right. Try again. We'll try again. Okay, welcome back once again to another view game analysis. This one's going to be of Appointed Gnome, who's had a couple of solo lane replays before. He's played for the Renegades this week in the Elo Fishers matchup in the Challenger Cup. I believe it was week 2 Challenger Cup. And he's going to be playing Apollo in this game. Well, let's find out exactly how he plays this one out. Now, obviously, this is a team game, so communication should be a lot better. So I will be calling out communication issues a bit more. He goes 3-2-1 in this game. He's a Masters player. How do you think you played? I think I played well. Could have used abilities a bit more supportively, maybe. Okay, supportively, we'll see. What aspect of the game did you struggle with? Playing against E-Fishers in Challenger Cup, lack of experience, constantly stuck under tower, hard to know when to ult in because of farm, lost tower damage. Okay. What aspect of the game do you feel comfortable with? Not getting killed in lane, I guess. Okay. So, he's going to be playing solo lane hunters, and this is what happens sometimes. Solo lane hunters is starting to be the new sort of thing, and we're going to see, I believe it's going to be Neath up against an Apollo in this game. We'll try and skip through the start. Death's Toll start is fine. You'll get some sustain from the Death's Toll as well, which people are starting to realise is actually useful. And obviously, if you're going to be in solo lane, you don't need the Bluestone Pendant because you're going to be getting blue buffs constantly, so it's like old school hunters all over again. Got to be careful of the weaves. Always be careful of the weaves. The other rotation coming out from their jungler, so you get the push power on in this lane. Neath will effectively clear quicker than you overall. What your job to do is to get to late game and be more useful than her in the late stages of the game. So try not to eat free poke like that. Like that. Remember, you've not got much to stage. She's also going to out-clear you, as I said, so you're going to be sat under the tower for the most part. It's not surprising that ends up happening. Keep an eye on that weaver. She saw her put the weave down. She's looking for the quick clears and push strategies, what he's going to be going for over and over again. As you can see, her wave clear is insanely good. Don't eat free poke for free if you can help it. I wouldn't even bother trying to poke her in this lane, honestly, with how this lane goes. Just because she's got sustain from Unravel and you don't. If you have a trade with her and you get poked, you've only got a health potion. She'll have more. The rotation for mid-harpies is good here. It's a shame you don't manage to get anything out of it, though, but I did like that rotation. When she rotated, though, what you could have potentially done is push this wave in. This was an opportunity for you to actually push this wave under her tower here, deny her some farm and make her come back. At the same time, as if the fight is still raging, you could have then ulted across. Just food for thought on that one. You didn't necessarily need to rotate. You could have just stayed in lane because you've got the ultimate. Your wave clear's starting to get there now as well. Heartseeker should be finished. You go back, get Heartseeker, 2 wards. Don't really miss much of a wave, which is good. Her wave clear's insane as always. Death Toll's happy you stay sustained, which is good. Don't think the ult was called for. Don't think the ult was called for there. Why did you ult here? I'm not sure about this ult, buddy. This ult didn't look like it was required when you chose to do it. If it was anyway, it should have been earlier. Probably when the World Weaver was coming in, honestly. So we'll watch this back in a bit of a slower motion now as this gank comes out from them. You put the ward down, you see Pikachu. There's the World Weaver. The dash here is probably... the mistake is automatically programmed into your brain to dash, but you were looking to dash anyway just in case that Humbat went for an overhand smash or something here, or drop the Fear No Weevil down. I probably would have ulted. Or at least thought about ulting there. You get hit by the Whirlwind, which is fine. You actually get pushed back in the worst direction possible. The mess is good, but what's the ult about? What's the ult going to do? What's the ult going to do here? It's not going to do anything. He's still going to get beat down. Remember, your Mez at rank 1 only lasts for 0.7 seconds. That's nothing. There was no point in you actually doing that. You could have potentially just stayed in the fight, so you actually use your ultimate for nothing in the end. You didn't have to use the ultimate. Or you should have used it earlier. That was your real choices. You either use your ultimate early or you don't use it. And now you're going to die. Oh, you barely live with that one. You can sustain off the creeps there. Could have sustained off the creeps. You had a health potion ticking and death's toll. You could have potentially stayed for that. Back to base, get boots. Your tower's still healthy enough for the time being. Just sit back and relax. Sit back and relax. She's going to push in. And then she's going to try and look for a rotate. The poke was nice there. Avoid the unravels. There's a fight going on in mid lane here as well. She's going to be looking for a Will Weaver. You don't have your ultimate up for another 8 seconds. But you can rotate to this fight after this wave if you need to. If you need to, you can be rotating. But you don't, so that's fine. This is kind of standard, honestly, in how this lane's going to get played out. Neef versus Apollo's kind of Neef pushing all day long. And Apollo just trying to farm up. So pretty dull. Pretty dull and boring to watch. So I'm going to skip as much as I can of it until we get some action. Next wave coming, clear this wave out. This is where you could rotate here or base. That's your option. Why do we stay? Why do we stay? Why do we stay? Why do we stay here? Why do we stay here? Neef just backed, right? Neef literally just backed at this stage of the game. She's come back with full boots now and beads. You are staying in the lane without full boots or beads. This is you at a disadvantage in this lane now because you chose not to go back to base. She's now able to control the wave. You can't recall her because she can lose a wave of experience. Did you really base then? Why did you base? Why did you base? What's this base about? Oh, this is... No, I don't like this. Engagement's good. Really good engagement. Nice damage, but... You're not going to kill her. And she's just going to go back to base again. I don't like the call that you made, honestly. You should have based when you were going to. The first time that you started backing was the right call. The decision to go back and use your ultimate to come in, I don't agree with. Her Will Weaver was down, which means you could have rotated to a team fight after clearing a wave and been involved and actually potentially got yourself in the fight, especially when mid-harpies were available too. So we took a lot of poke to the tower on that wave just because you were worried about the Humbat scan coming in, which you knew was available. And she went for the Will Weaver and you immediately dashed it while she was channeling it. You could have actually just waited until it had been cast. You would have been out of range. Good disengage, I guess. Like, the Neef's always going to out-sustain you just because of Unravel, and the Weaves as well will just heal it for extra amount, so it's kind of rough. It's kind of a passivity lane, really. If you lose this tower, you're looking to just try and abuse your global rotation if you can now. You could potentially look for a Gold Fury here. Like, she's constantly trying to ult across the map, looking for something wherever there's no wave, and you're just sat under the tower. There's your tower. Why did you dash when you did? Why did you dash when you did? Why did you dash when you did? Like... You should know this yourself. Like, I feel like you didn't need to dash. She was trying to poke you to stop your basing, and she actually got an ability off you as well. I'll show you what I mean. There we go. You'll see it now. So you clear the wave, right? And she comes under tower for this. She lands the root, right? She's taken two tower shots already for this one. And she's already trying to back up. You see where, before you dash? She's already trying to back away. She's not actually going for the kill. She just went for poke. You should have saved that dash just in case. She could have actually probably killed you with Will Weaver, potentially. She's got it up. I don't think you needed to dash. Oh. The lazy backs of doom. This is a rough lane for you. So we're all looking for a play somewhere. They're looking for the Gold Fury. You turn up very, very early to this fight. That shouldn't have been the target there. It should have been right on the money. This should have been a money shot onto all of them. That amount of damage you would have got off with that money shot would have been really, really good, I feel. I think you missed a big opportunity there for a money shot onto these guys, especially the ones trying to tank this one up as well. Take into account that none of the hunters generally nowadays buy Devourer's Gauntlets, which means that everybody's going to have to juggle the aggro. Yeah, that was a money shot potentially to go in there and then just dash back to your team if you need to. And if they go on you, you could potentially set something up. I think that was a money shot missed. That could have got a lot more damage off. You went for Daza instead, who was moving away. You forced a disengage, which is good though, but you did lose your ultimate for it. We're still going to go for this. Didn't need to beads. This should be a good fight for us. This should be a good fight for us. Mez. Could have gotten both of them with that Mez, unfortunately we don't.
Double kill.
Why did we back out from the engagement there? I know he's full health, but I'm not sure why we're backing out. But you still got your So Beautiful up. You still got beads up as well. You got health potion ticking. You're on decent health. You've got full stacks here. You could have potentially kept boxing here. I guess you're worried about Daza coming in as well, and you're respecting him more often than not. But you could have put some free poke on it. If he wants to go ham like that, you fight. Yes. He's in a wave. Fight him. Keep fighting. Really good Mez. Really good Mez. The Mez was good, but the damage afterwards was not. Nice juke, though. Nice jukey boost. You're still going to die for it. Or not, as the case may be. Your jukes are good, no. Your jukes are good, I'll give you that. Let's watch that fight back again one more time, because I didn't really cover that one as well as I could have done. We went back to lane, we pick up our perp blue, we're looking at the map. Now, at this moment in time, I think you look for the rotation here. Is there a reason to rotate is the question I'm thinking about. There's a big team fight going on that side. I guess you just heard Neef World Weaver, because I did, which means that you know she's on this side of the map, so you could turn the fight around and she's not going to be at the tower. She shows in lane, and you're like, I can 4v5 this now, if possible, but my team's all dead. What are we heading for here? That's nice damage onto Pikachu. We should be looking for a Mez. Alright, we dash and Mez. So Beautiful would have been good. Oh, So Beautiful was not aimed well. That So Beautiful should have definitely been aimed that way. He should have known that. Like, he's not going to go into the Whirlpool. Monkey should be dead here. He's not, which is unfortunate. You take more poke. You can lose tier 2 tie on the right hand side for this rotation as well. Tier 1's being pressured, but tier 2 does fall down. I think the rotation was okay. I just don't think you executed your abilities as well as you probably could have done. You nearly won that trade. I think you could have actually gone onto her then. Why didn't we go onto her? Why didn't we go onto her? What did we use? So we've got our dash up. Notice how she popped sprint there? You could have actually gone in for that. That was potential to kill. He'd used backflip already, and he was trying to bait into the jungle, right? But if you actually dash in there and Mez, he wastes his sprint. His sprint at the moment is what rank? Full rank, so it's 6 seconds. You could have Mezzed. Mez lasts for 2.3 seconds, so that's half the sprint down as well. You could have potentially Mezzed, got yourself in a position to body block, and then finished her off. I feel like there's a potential for a kill there. It would have been risky, I guess. You were wanting to play it safe. But I think you didn't realise how much of an opportunity you had there. Especially with your damage output. And your So Beautiful was coming back up too. Risky, but it was potential kill. We're still trying to box with her. I don't know if it's really best idea to box with her. I mean, you won the last trade, but then you get hit by the rival. Don't trade when you got hit by the rival. You're just not going to win it. So Beautiful. Why don't you just So Beautiful? You hit the minions too. They all rotate in. You have to back away, lose your tower. Not a surprise. Most of the things from this game, honestly, now from what I can see, it's going to come down to when you're choosing to rotate and when you're not too more often than not, or what you're doing with your ultimate when you're going into these fights. So where's this one going to hit? We're looking for the group. We got 3. That's awesome. Oh, we just actually get 2. Start attacking. Good Mez. We had no mana. We got channeled into a funnel and you're going to die now because you've got no mana to get away. I think you could have gone more aggressive then. I think you should have just relied on your in-hands and got aggressive. I don't feel you did. We'll see it off this now. So let's look at what you're coming into, okay? You're coming in. Where's their escape routes right now? Here, here, and here, okay? Who's definitely pinned in the escape route? Fisher is definitely pinned in the escape route. Tings is heading for that escape route too. You dunk a little bit early for my liking, trying to hit all three. I just got on the backside here. Fisher could have been dead from this, from the dunk down. And if you hit Tings too, that would have been good. God, that noise is annoying. But yeah, when you dunk in, you could have got a lot more health off Fisher. You're looking for the double. The Mez is good here. The So Beautiful's okay. Start autoing. Uh-oh. Why are we not going forward here? Why are we not pressing forward? I know we've got no mana, but mana's not important on a hunter. Get in there. Why are you backing up? Why are you backing up? Why are you backing up? And why are we back here when the rest of the teams push forward? Why? Why are we back here? Why are we back here? I don't understand why we're back here. This whirlpool is ours. You're too busy trying to get Fisher when he lands. I think you could have been further forward. You could have picked up more kills then with the team. I think you won that engagement if you would have played it a little bit differently. Your ultimate could have been positioned a little bit better. It's only small things, but all those things add up. Honestly, what can I say? What could you have really done differently? I mean, in the laning phase is solo lane is. Hunter versus Hunter. Neef's always going to outpush against the Apollo just because of the wave clear effect. But the way Apollo uses that is turning up late to the team fights if possible, and starting to clean people up. I potentially would have looked at that Gold Fury fight as maybe looking at getting a tier 2 tower back for your team, because you could have got tier 1 and tier 2, and even if they get the Gold Fury from that fight, well, you're going to actually end up on top in terms of gold and experience just because you got the two towers there, which is worth more than one Gold Fury. So I would have potentially looked at just pushing down the lane and then rotating with my ultimate if the fight was still going on. Get some of those kills going for yourself. So get some of those towers down for yourselves to give your team some global gold. Your ultimates for the most part were good. Just try and think about positioning on who your target's going to be. Like, you want to be trying to hit money shots as often as possible. And if you're just going to go for an individual, well, make sure the whole money shot's going to hit him in the face and there's no way he's going to escape. Other than that, there wasn't really anything wrong that you did. I mean, one or two things that you saw me like comment on. This is just because like you're a Masters player, and so I can just point out one or two things that you probably know yourself. But hopefully, things keep getting better for you and the guys and the Renegades. You're a new team on the block, and so keep working, and I can see you guys will get there eventually. Good luck in your future games, though, guys.